Do women usually squat over the toilet seat to avoid touching it? I'm literally too short to hover over most toilet seats. I wipe it off and sit. Unless it's some dingy disgusting traphouse looking toilet, I always just sit right on the seat. Hate it when people squat and spray their excrement all over the place, it's so selfish. Funny all the people saying the seat is gross nasty. Save for visible contamination, the seat is the cleanest part. It's cleaned or rather not dirtied every time someone sits. I did bacteria swabs on toilets in college and the seat showed little to no growth. The taps, door handles, and flush toggle were the worst. Pocket lint? Absolute worst thing I swabbed. Hovering squatting is one of my biggest peeves. Public toilets are disgusting because of hovering and squatting. If your ass is on the seat, guess what? Your pee and all other nastiness will go into the toilet and not onto the seat. Grrr. But yes, it seems the majority of women do the hover and then leave the seat completely disgusting for the next person. Depends how gross the toilet is. If it looks clean and is in a nice department store, I sit. If I'm desperate, and the only toilets available are ones that are absolutely disgusting, I hover because I don't want to touch that regardless of if I wipe it or not. I cover the seat with toilet paper first, then sit. Nah, I'll use toilet paper to wipe it off if it's noticeably wet, but then my butt is going right on that seat. Hovering is bad for your pelvic floor, and makes it harder to fully empty your bladder and bowel without increased straining. Now I'm older, I carry toilet seat wipes. Thank you, Japanese people. Wait until they find out that grocery store shopping carts are often dirtier than public toilets, including fecal bacteria. I mean, shopping carts even have child seats built into them for children with poopy diapers. Use a seat cover or TP. Squatting enough over the toilet will eventually give you problems with your pelvic floor. I usually grab some toilet paper and wipe off the seat. The squatters are the ones that leave their little pee drops. Plus, you don't get stuck on the toilet without TP if you use some to wipe the seat first. I always take some toilet paper and wipe the seat before I sit down, which also verifies that the stall has TP. Can't tell you how ike it is to sit on a seat and get my butt wet from someone who squatted and got their piss all over the seat and is gross enough to not clean up the mess their pee made. If people stopped hovering, there would be no issues for anyone. I sit on the bare seat after looking to see if it's clean. Nothing bad is going to happen to my ass cheeks if I sit. I'm a sitter. I hate the tinkle sprinklers, just sit down. I was told to as a child because you will catch a disease. Adult me grew up, was educated and realized the likelihood of catching something from a toilet seat is pretty much zero. So now I sit. Unless of course the seat is visibly filthy, then I go to another stall. I'm 49 years old, have driven or been driven all over the US, used many a rest area bathroom, many of them quite dodgy, have never squatted in my life and have never caught anything. Ladies, stop it. It's actually really not good for your pelvic floor to pee while hovering. The muscles you're supposed to relax are engaged and it can lead to problems for your pelvic floor muscles. I'd quote the exact science is, but my urologist, yes. Women have urologists too, strongly advised against it. Also, people who hover don't understand the basic science of how UTIs or infections work. Bacteria cannot fly up from the toilet seat into your urethra or vagina when your thighs are touching the seat if it's wet or icky, just put toilet paper on it. But sit down. If your actual bodily orifices are touching the toilet seat instead of your impermeable ass skin, I think your entire approach to using the bathroom is wrong. There's no reason to hover or use paper towels except for an untreated anxiety disorder. Just make sure to wash your hands when you're done. Those that hover are the problem. Note, some can do it successfully, but please do check afterwards. I take a little travel-size packet of cleaning wipes with me when I am out and about and just give the toilet a quick wipe, throw away said wipe, and then do my business. Then I wash my hands thoroughly and avoid touching the door with my hands on the way out.